You know, so many people try to fix their emotional state only through thinking. They analyze themselves, read books, watch videos, try to think positively, control their inner dialogue, and at the same time, they still feel anxiety, tension, inner overload, disconnection from life. And the problem is, people are trying to return to themselves through the mind alone. While the body is always the first thing that shows when a person has lost connection with the present moment. Look closely. When someone feels anxious, what happens to the body? Breathing becomes shallow. The shoulders tighten. The jaw becomes tense. There's a constant feeling of rushing inside. The body acts as if danger is always near. And the most interesting part, many people became so used to living like this that they no longer notice it. Constant inner tension became normal, but the body never lies. It always shows what state a person is truly living in. And this is where something very important begins. Returning to the here and now does not begin with thoughts. It begins with returning to the body, because the body is always in the present moment. Anxiety lives in the future. Regret lives in the past. But the body is always here. And that's exactly why the body can reconnect a person with life again. Now let's go deeper. Why do body-based practices work so powerfully? First reason, they interrupt the automatic mental noise. When attention returns to the body, thoughts begin slowing down. The mind stops endlessly running forward, and for the first time in a long time, a person begins feeling, I'm actually here. Second reason, the body helps the nervous system feel safe. This is huge, because many people live as if danger never ends, even when life is calm, even when nothing bad is happening. The body remains in defense mode for years, but through breathing, slowing down, and reconnecting with sensations, the nervous system slowly receives a new signal. It's safe right now, and the emotional state begins changing. Third reason, the body reconnects people with reality, because when someone lives too much in their head, they stop feeling life. They live in thoughts, scenarios, fears, inner conversations, but they stop experiencing the present moment. Now the most important part. Body practices are not powerful because they are magical. They work because they bring attention back to where life actually exists. Now let's make this practical. I want to give you a very simple, but incredibly powerful practice for returning to the present moment. And this is important. Don't just listen to it, actually try it, because things like this are understood only through experience. So, first pause. Yes, literally. For 1 minute, stop doing everything. Don't scroll your phone, don't distract yourself, just stop. Second, bring attention to your breathing. Don't try to change it immediately. First, just notice, how are you breathing right now? Deeply, shallow, fast, holding tension. Even noticing this already begins reconnecting attention with the body. Third, take one slow, deep breath and a very slow exhale. Without force, without trying to do it correctly. Just slow down and feel how the body slowly begins releasing tension. Fourth, bring attention into physical sensations. Feel your legs, your hands, your face, your neck, your shoulders. Notice where tension exists inside, and instead of fighting it, simply allow it to exist. This is very important because many people even start fighting themselves internally. Fifth, look around you, not automatically but consciously. Notice the light, the colors, the sounds, the air, the space around you. And in that moment, something very important happens. Attention returns from thoughts, back into reality. Now, here's the most interesting part. If you practice this regularly, you slowly begin noticing how often you were actually absent from your own life before, how constantly the mind was escaping, how rare true presence really was. And gradually, a completely new emotional state appears. More calm, more clarity, more inner stability, and most importantly, you begin feeling life again. Real life, alive life, not through thoughts, but directly through presence. Now, something very important. Many people think happiness is something huge, something dramatic, something extraordinary. But very often happiness begins with a simple moment, where a person is finally fully present, without rushing, without mental noise, without escaping themselves. And that's why reconnecting with the body is not a small thing. It is the foundation of emotional stability, because it is impossible to truly feel life if you are absent from the present moment. If you feel a little calmer inside right now, write in the comments, "I'm returning to my body." That matters. This is how real reconnection with yourself begins. And make sure to subscribe, because we'll continue exploring deeper mechanisms of emotional states, attention, happiness, and inner freedom. And yes, watch this video again. Not as information, but as a practice. Because things like this only change your state when you actually begin living them. And remember, anything is possible.